So today we're going to talk a little bit more about PIXIFI and how I set up my questionnaire for portraits, senior portraits, family portraits. It's one questionnaire that I set up and the questions that I ask. Last week I did a video on my wedding questionnaire and it went out great. So this is just kind of a generic questionnaire of what I get. Now, this is not to be confused with what's in your leads email template. Also, this is not to be confused what's in your website contact page, right? Your website contact page grabs a little bit of information. This will take that information, put this into my lead system, and then within the questionnaire that I send them will get me more detailed information. So when I email them, call them, price check them, or anything like that, I'm more informed rather than just going, oh my God, this was a wedding or this was a elopement, not a family portrait or senior portrait. Just makes you look more professional, a little bit more better, if you will. So let's get into that right now. What's going on, guys? It's Jeremy with Jeremy Lou Photography. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Video helps you anyway. Get a thumbs up. Click that bell for notifications. It'll tell you every time I come on. Also, I do have a link to PIXIFI down below in the description if you guys are interested in PIXIFI. This will save you some money. It'll give me a little bit of cred with the homies. But more likely, it'll just get you started. It's a really good system. I've been using it for 10 years now. And you can see up here, it kind of tracks your time right here. And PIXIFI right now is going through a lot of important changes, some great things. They're listening to us, and it's feeling a lot cohesive now. So I'm starting to use a lot more products with it, but I'm using it for 10 years, and this is literally, instead of hiring an assistant, this is literally what my assistant is, and it does everything automated for me. So we have lots of videos on PIXIFI. You guys can check that out if you'd like. So we're going to go into questionnaires here. Now, questionnaires are where I create my templates for everything. Questionnaire templates. And as you can see here, I have a few different templates that I do today. We're just going to be talking about the portrait inquiry questionnaire. And I first created this October 13th, 2013. It is November 16th, 2023. So a little over 10 years now. It's kind of woo-woo. I wonder if like October was my anniversary. I got to figure it out. So basically, they build a template for you. You can create a template. Now, these templates, you put any of these templates into any email as a link. So when you have a lead comes in, say, hey, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you reaching out, thinking about me, wanting me to shoot your thing. Please fill out this questionnaire, pop in the link. They go to this, they get their own link per that lead. So, you make one of these and it goes to everybody, and then that dictates where it's going to go in the end. So you're not having to worry about this client was for this client was for this. So it's really cool. So I created the description here. Thank you so much for looking at having Jeremy Lou Photography shoot your amazing shoots. I truly love what I do, blah, 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 right? Once I receive this, I'll get back to you with a date and time. Thank you so much for your support. So what I'm gathering here is just basic information. I need their name, their address. This is all stuff for a contract. So I want you to think of a contract in the way. I want you to know what they're going to be shooting, if they have a price point, when they want to shoot, where they want to shoot, if applicable, right? So this is going to be a very simple video on this, but the power of this is whatever you want. You can add anything to this that you want. Do you want me to add somebody else's email to this? Do you want multiple shoots? What is it that you want? And also what this is going to do is this is going to eliminate any red flag clients, meaning that sometimes somebody just wants to do a headshot and they email 30 photographers. And instead of you trying to call them and trying to get on their list and all that, it may be easier just to send the email questionnaire, because if they're serious about booking with you, if they're serious about looking at your pricing, I also in the emails attach my pricing to these. So they'll see my pricing and then fill it out. So what I know is that once they fill it out, they've seen my pricing, so they're okay with my pricing, or there's not gonna be questions on it. They're not gonna have sticker shock, if they would have sticker shock. So once they fill this out, I know that there is another, that basically I'm booking them, right? They just need a date and time and let's do this. That's kind of how it works. If I send this, and I send a lot of these out, I send maybe 30 of these out a day, and I maybe get 10 back in a day or 5 back in a day. So a lot of people are just looky-loo price shopping. That's okay. But I don't want to waste my time if you are. So I'm asking for their first name, last name, phone number, email address, mailing address, and all this stuff is built into PIXIFI. As far as adding the questions, you can add the questions, you can add a label, you can add specific fields, all that stuff. Image is new if you want. You can put an image in yourself, which is kind of cool. People are using that. And then I haven't used columns before, but I'm assuming like I can throw a cool image in there of like me saying what's up or my logo or whatever. My logo does go on the top. built into the questionnaire. So first name, last name, what package are you interested in? This is kind of what I care about the most. And I've kind of named my packages like, hey, the professional, the portrait, the event, custom commercial, because I have a retainer program. And what kind of portrait are you looking for? If you notice, I make a lot of these required. Sometimes if you don't make it required, they don't answer it and you go, you got to get crazy. I don't really care too much on these. I kind of figure out with this. But family engagement, attorney, headshot, boudoir, glamour, senior, these are all things that I'd shot or shot in the past. I don't do boudoir or glamour anymore. I just don't do it. I just don't do it. In fact, I had a client that I was supposed to do it like 2 weeks ago, and then she just no call, no showed me. So I made the retainer, and that was it. Which days work best for you? You can even add what time of day works best for you if you're really specific about it. And then some people even charge more for, let's say, sunset or morning shoots where the light's the best. So you can even put right here, like what time is best for you. And as you put time, you can write the word premium price or something like that so that they know that there's going to be a premium price. So when they select it, they're okay with it, or at least they're not going to not be okay with it. And then which months were you hoping to book the session for? Blah, blah, blah. And you can even add year if you want. But typically, if they're book, people only book me a month to 2 months out, so like they're not looking to book me for 2025 right now in 2023, right? Is there a location you want to be specific at? Like, do you have like a home location? Do you want a park? Do you want something urban? Tell me about your location. And then are any of these additional products that I offer something you guys want? Do you just want digitals? Do you want a storybook, a fine art gallery wrap, which is just canvas, wall portraits, which are just prints? And how did you learn about me? I love that stuff. And have you ever been photographed by me in the past? And this is kind of my dum dum moment where sometimes I get a name and then maybe I've shot with them, but I don't know who they are. I don't remember them and all that. This allows me to then know that, like, okay, they already have a lead or a client portal within PIXIFI that I've shot with. So like when I email them, my email is going to be a little bit more, let's look back at their photos. Let's look back how long they shot with me. And most of my clients I know, but like this could just be like, instead of going like, hey, thanks so much for reaching out. Here, let me tell you about me. And they're like, dude, like I know you. And you're like, oh God, so sorry. And then just a general, is there anything else you would like to tell me? This can be anything. Sometimes they'll just type in, me and my cousins have been together forever. We love each other. Cousins. Anyways, that's it, guys. So this is my template. But what I wanted to show you guys is that you can create a template for anything. My big recommendations on these, keep this short and sweet. The longer somebody has to fill out something just to shoot, Jesus, who's on my task for the day? That somebody has to shoot with you, the more they have to do, the less op they're going to do it. Sometimes they'll be excited to shoot it, but they'll just keep pushing it off because like, I have to fill all this stuff out right now. And then don't make it, you can have as much stuff as you want, but don't make everything required. Make the things that are stuck for the contract required. And the cool thing is once this stuff comes in, all this stuff auto populates into your lead system if you don't have it already. So if you don't have the information on name, first name, email address, it all automatically populates in, so you don't have to do it for yourself. So look at that lead inquiry, look at that client inquiry, any information on there that you want, name, address, phone number, email, all that. Make sure it's on here, make sure it's required, because then it just goes over there. You don't have to double type and you don't have to mistype. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this helps y'all. Have a good day.